and I didn't know anything else. So I made my first junior Australian team when I was 15, so I was already entrenched in basketball, and I just wanted to be the best player that I could. And I was lucky enough to play overseas, so there was always something exciting to look forward to, and I just had that passion in me. The 96 Olympics, where we won the bronze medal, so the first medal basketball had ever won at an Olympics, was incredible. Everything, it's the lead up to getting there, and then actually standing on the dais was amazing. And then in 2000, because I'd been dropped from the team 2 years previously, I had to fight so hard to get back on the team. So just to make that was an absolute highlight. The competition, so looking forward to it, to seeing players just being able to play and enjoy the game and just bring their best. I think it's going to be really exciting because even though the players know each other, a lot of them, they haven't played together. So it's going to be great to see how they play individually, but also play together as a team and how they put it all together. Yeah, it's an absolute honour to have the tournament named after me. I think the tournament is about the players, it's about the athletes and them just being able to do what they do best and enjoy the competition. And for me to play a small part in that, and if I can help them in any way be better, then that's just super exciting for me.
These new hoist recliners are pretty comfy, hey?
Yeah, I feel like I'm floating on a cloud.
I feel like I'm resting my feet on a panda's belly.
I feel like I am a panda's belly.
I feel like an alien swaddled in a blanket.
I feel like I'm being held by King Kong's leathery hand.
Well, I feel like the song More Than a Feeling was written about this feeling that I'm feeling right now.
Same.
Extra comfy recliners are the new normal at Hoyts. Book now.
Good morning and welcome to day 2 of the Shelley Gorman Invitational here at Sydney Uni Sports and Aquatic Centre. My name is Lockie France and alongside me is Jacinta Govan. And Jacinta, we've got a great game here this morning between the New South Wales Under-20s Blue and the Mystics playing their first game.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited. Starting the weekend right with some live basketball.
We are.
And you're right, the Mystics, it's their first game and there are some other teams that have already played 2 games. So it'll be pretty interesting to see how they go for their first game out, learning to gel as a team. But we've got the New South Wales Blue on left of screen now with Isabel Morgan, Amelia Rededvita, Georgia Jenner, Kim Hodge, Kitty Henderson, Sarah Matthews, Kate Kingham, Holly Wills and Jess Ralph. And their coaches are Rachel Higginson and Lauren King. And Lauren King also being a former New South Wales country athlete back in her day.
And a very good one at that.
That's right.
And for the Mystics, we have Abigail Curtin, Alison Schwagmeyer, fresh off a season with the Sydney Uni Flames, Kate Seabaum, Sinead Greaves, Cherie Kalea, Danica Rowe, Lauren Walker, Rhiannon Davies, Ellie Carroll, and Olivia White, taking a break from rugby to hit the court once again.
I expect nothing less than 20 rebounds from Olivia White this game.
And they'll be coached by Christy Boltitude with their assistant Lara Schultz. So, as with every game in this tournament, we will finish with the ELAM ending. Each game will be played with 8-minute quarters, and in the final quarter, at the first dead ball with 3 minutes or fewer remaining in the quarter, 7 points will be added to the leading team score to give a target score. So if the score is 75-70, the target score will be 82. First team to reach that target score wins the game. And what we're trying to do here is to get teams to not foul to stop the clock and just try to get stops, try to get scores, and generally keep the basketball game flowing.
Yeah, last night was the first time I saw this rule in play. And while the game had, probably a 20-point difference, it still made the last few minutes a lot more exciting because, the losing team was trying to make gain some ground with the extra time, and that made the team that was in front a little bit nervous, and it made it a little bit tense. But, it was quite exciting to watch.
It really was, and that's the thing. When, if you're 20 points down with 3 minutes to play, well, you can't come back from that in a timed game. But if they stop the clock and you just have to get to that target score, you're always still in it.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right.
So just about 90 seconds here until tip-off. We'll go to a quick break and join you for the start of play.
Oh, these new hoist recliners are pretty comfy, hey.
Yeah, I feel like I'm floating on a cloud.
I feel like I'm resting my feet on a panda's belly.
I feel like I am a panda's belly.
I feel like an alien swaddled in a blanket.
I feel like I'm being held by King Kong's leathery hand.
Well, I feel like the song More Than a Feeling was written about this feeling that I'm feeling right now.
Same.
Extra comfy recliners are the new normal at Hoyts. Book now.
So teams just going through final instructions. Looks as though the Mystics are just about ready, and looks like their starting lineup will be Kate Seabom, Ellie Carroll, Alison Schwagmeyer, Abby Curtin and Sinead Greaves, whilst for under 20 blue it will be Holly Wills, Kitty Henderson, Isabel Morgan, Amelia Radavita and the ringer Kimberly Hodge.
Kim Hodge, the ringer. What a ringer. If you're ever going to have a ringer for a tournament, you want Kim Hodge.
I was going to say, she's a former Sydney Uni Flames, absolute star of the Waratah League. And with a couple of under 20 players missing this weekend.
But we've got a lot of Flames alumni, whether they're contractor players, development players, a lot of Sydney Sparks former players as well from both teams.
We do. We've got 6 players on the Mystics who played for the Flames or the Sparks, so they'll all be very used to playing on this floor.
Yeah, that's right. It'd be like playing back at home.
It'll be Isabel Morgan to start proceedings. Hodge guarded by Curtin. Henderson doesn't quite fall.
Unlucky.
And no quarter given in that first rebounding contest.
No, not at all. That was. I'm glad that everyone was hitting the glass nice and early, and good to see New South Wales Blue execute a play straight from the tip-off to get Kitty Henderson an open three, who we know is a very talented player and three-point shooter.
Greaves finds Curtin inside, and there's the opening points of the contest.
That was a very classy catch and finish from Abby Curtin.
Fresh off a championship with the North Bears in Waratah League.
I expect the Mystics to show a bit of experience like that today.
Henderson gets to the basket. And she can really score in a number of ways, Kitty Henderson, can't she?
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. She made that look really easy, but she had to go around a full body to get that nice little layup.
Greaves just taking on Radavita and shows all her experience and class against the younger opponent there.
Yeah, I think the Mystics definitely have a lot of experience in their favour in this game, but I wouldn't want to count out the Blues.
100%. I mean, we've seen Holly Wills there go to the basket. We've seen some of these under-20s players already make their mark at under-20s nationals in Waratah League. And Isabel Morgan facing Kate Seabom, that's usually a training court battle.
Yeah, that's right. Probably something all too familiar for those two players.
Wills with a good rebound there over Carroll, brings it up court. Finds Hodge. Morgan will try to get something going here.
Nice read off that overplay on the screen. Just unlucky to miss her handle there. And Schwagmeyer looking to go coast to coast.
Greaves again, and we've seen the more experienced teams do that a bit against the 20s, is feed inside where they know they've got the big size mismatch. And not just the size, they've also got much better developed post moves than the...
I think it's size, skill, and sometimes when you're a bit older, a bit more experienced, it's just mentality as well. Like, it's so easy to psych yourself out and forget those little things that you would normally do in an everyday game. But that's the best way for our developing players and our under-20s to get better, is to play against the more experienced players in this situation.
That's definitely right.
Nice ball movement from the Blues. Another nice read on that overplay on the screen from the Blues as well. Just unlucky that tipped out there. Mystics are running the floor really hard.
That's been another characteristic of most games. The teams really want to get out and run and play a really up-tempo brand of basketball, and which is great fun to watch for everybody.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. If you get the ball in deep, if we can watch some layups and some transition threes, I wouldn't have any complaints with that. You can see Amelia Rodavita's had a quick sub. And we've got Georgia Jenner coming in.
Greaves finds Curtin.
So the Blues now probably looking a little bit smaller on the court at the moment, but...
Yeah, with Radavita out of the contest, Hodge is probably their big body in there, and she's definitely a prototypical 4 more than a 5.
Yeah, she's not shy of a rebound though either, Kim Hodge. Oh.
Carroll gets bumped and draws the foul on Isabel Morgan.
Yeah, they're kind of edging into some early foul trouble, the Blues too. They've already racked up 3 team fouls in the first 5 minutes.
Carroll drives baseline, or tries the pass. It's picked off by Henderson though, and she'll take on anyone and everyone she can find.
Hodge a little bit hesitant there. It's a little bit stagnant in their half court there, both teams in the last 2 possessions.
Really were.
Maybe relying a bit too much on the dribble penetration. Another nice transition basket or attempt from the Mystics.
Morgan can chase it down, but can only save it for Abigail Curtin.
I think in those situations...
Oh, that's great defence by Kitty Henderson.
That's a really good recovery. I think in those situations, Izzy Morgan had the best intentions of saving it, but you're probably better just to let it go out, because then you're one man down on defensive transition. So, look, right intention, but I think maybe next time make them take the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, and then you can set up your defence, and we've seen teams run a lot of full court pressure as Henderson again quickly up court. 3 just a bit short from Holly Wills, but I like the intention. I like the...
We're seeing some nice subs early. So the Mystics had a sub earlier with Lauren Walker and Olivia White coming in, and the Blues are making another sub. We've got Kate Kingham coming in for Holly Wills, and Sarah Matthews is stepping on the court for the first time as well. She came in for Izzy Morgan.
And I think this is a great substitution, bringing Olivia White in against a smaller under-20 Blue lineup.
Yeah, no, I agree. She can have a field day here if she wants to.
There she goes. She can hit that mid-range, or she can get in closer, and she'll no doubt dominate on the glass.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Blues.
Henderson on C-bomb, and ball comes loose, and Alison Schwagmeyer can't get the finish. Greaves is there and earns the foul.
Definitely taking advantage of her experience and bigger body in transition. I think the Blues are just a little bit lost in their half-court offense at the moment. They started the game playing through a lot of nice sets and executing them quite well for open shots, but in the last few possessions they've come down and they just look a bit stagnant, kind of relying on someone else to penetrate and make something happen.
Yeah, it looks like they come down in transition and then they can't quite set something up if they don't get something immediately in transition.
Yeah, that's right. Interesting to see who's going to be the point guard. Izzy Morgan was definitely the point guard when she was on earlier in the game, so Not sure if it'll be between Sarah Matthews or Kitty Henderson, but it'll be interesting to see what they pull out for this next possession.
Might be Kim Hodge.
Yeah, might be Kim Hodge playing the PG.
But all three of their, big name guards, Matthews, Morgan and Henderson, they can run the point or play off the ball. So you can see them change things up a bit as Matthews goes to the basket.
That's a classic Sarah Matthews move, that little crossover. That's really, really hard to guard.
It is, and Lauren Walker will tell you just that now.
I think the thing with Sarah's crossover is when you're growing up, you're taught the footwork of planting your foot, moving your footwork as you cross the ball, but she just manages to do it all in one quick step, almost like a signature move.
It really is. I'm sure you've seen a lot of that at Central Coast.
Definitely. Now that I'm retired and all, but I wasn't volunteering to guard Sarah at training, let me tell you that.
I don't think many people would. He's walking now, finds White.
Nice hands as well.
Matthews gets in, but Schwagmeyer Belger picks it up. Rhiannon Davies into the contest.
Ooh, unlucky.
Matthews again getting a hand in. The shot clock runs down to 3. Walker will have to put up a prayer.
Oh,
it almost banks in.
Almost banks in. Great hustle.
Oh, and that's... Coach Rachel Higginson won't be happy that after running the shot clock down to an absolute prayer that the Mystics are able to put up the offensive rebound.
That's right. Like, they got them all the way back to three-quarter court, and it all fell down with an offensive rebound.
That's right. The Mystics now lead 9-6. Just over 2 minutes to play in the opening term.
ISIS foul called. That was a great steal by Kalea. She's subbed in as well. It's really good to see that the Mystics are rotating their roster really early in the first quarter. Schwagmeyer is going to take a rest. We got Danica Rowe coming on now. And look, the Blues are already in foul trouble, 5 team fouls to 1, which means Kalea can go to the line. Still 2 minutes 20 to go in the quarter, so this could rack up to be a lot of free throws.
It really could. Especially when you've got Liv White and Rhiannon Davies there. If they feed the ball into the post, see if Hodge can. She can manage to defend Olivia White.
Yeah, Olivia White was using her physicality, which is one of her strengths, and obviously her strength, one of her strengths to her best advantage, trying to rummage her way in the key. Oh, that's a great rebound by Davies. Starting to see, I think boxing out and allowing a few too many offensive rebounds is going to be a problem for the Blues.
Kalea almost gets a hand in again, but Morgan finds a way through. Hodge can't quite get it to fall. And maybe a little runner there from Morgan might have been better than the Euro step through traffic. Morgan this time finds Kingham in the corner. And that is Kate Kingham's signature move, burying the 3 in the corner. And they're back within 3, the New South Wales under-20 Blue side, as Liv White just gets across half court in time.
Oh,
before
unlucky.
Lauren Walker steps on the line. And Mystics have definitely had more opportunity here, but they haven't taken full advantage, and under-20 Blues are a chance to tie the game up here. Yeah,
they're still quite close, only 3 points deficit. You don't really want to give them too much of a sniff if you had such a big lead, but look, the thing that was working for the Blues is just penetration and dish, but I feel like they still need to get some movement off the ball to make that happen a bit better. Still a lot of scrappy hands and scrappy almost steals. Deep 3 from Sarah Matthews.
Sure, but Jenna gets the rebound.
Great rebound. Oh.
And
foul called.
Foul call, I thought. Must have been a foul just before she put that foot down for the extra step.
Yeah.
It looked like a travel to me.
I think she got bailed out a little bit there. You could see on her face that she was kind of knowing that she travelled, but maybe she travelled because she was fouled.
I think that's probably how the referee saw it there. Morgan just off on the 3, defending Davies. It's one player you don't want in your face at any place on the court, is Isabel Morgan.
Definitely not. So Mystics using the last moments of the quarter, running a horns play. Probably not the shot that they wanted, but now the Blues got the opportunity to attack, but unfortunately it's thrown out of court. So here come the Mystics. They've got another opportunity to score and finish out this quarter.
I think they'll just hold for one here, definitely.
Well, they've got enough time to do another horn set, or they could just wait until, the 10-second mark, which it looks like is what they're going to do.
Morgan just a little bit overcommitted there.
Look, I'll just leave that one as it is.
It's the young player getting a bit overexcited on defence. And it wouldn't be the worst thing if they weren't in the bonus.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I think the score, I think the Mystics are kind of only just ahead because of free throws.
At the moment, yes.
Another foul called here.
And that'll go the other way. Davies with the push and the rebound on the second free throw.
So now the Blues have the chance here to use the last 10 seconds to get a good shot. It would be ideal if they could get a really good open 3 to close out the quarter. He says he's going to go all the way. Unlucky, just
Matthews
misrims out.
Really had Olivia White on her ankles there.
Oh! Lauren Walker. She had to throw up 2 prayers at least this quarter, and look at that last one.
And that's a big one as
easy.
well. You know, Sarah Matthews put Olivia White on skates and couldn't get the shot to fall, and then Lauren Walker responds. I think you call that a 5-point turnaround there in the last 10 seconds, and it's now 16-9. The Mystics leading the Blues. We'll cut to a quick break and be back for the second quarter. Back for the second quarter of this game between the Mystics and New South Wales Under-20 Blue. With the Mystics looking to extend their lead on the opening possession through Danica Rowe. Finds Greaves inside and can't quite fall, but she grabs her own miss, gets the putback, and it's out to an 18-9 advantage for the Mystics.
And Danica and Sinead having experience played together with the Flame squad, but also with Hornsby as well. So it's always helpful when you've got that 1-2 combo with a guard and forward.
That's right, and this team that's not only got players who play together at WNBL and Siebel level, but also at Waratah. Schwagmeyer goes up.
I really liked how Schwagmeyer just took her time but drew the contact at the right time to make that finish. No need to look for a foul in that situation. You just got to focus on making the layup.
That's right. Ride the contact, but don't lean into it.
That's it. That's it. Usually when you do that, it's when you miss. Another turnover here for the Blues. 11-point deficit. They're going to want to get a stop in this possession. Rowe for 3.
This
Nice
time
rebound by Wills.
she'll bring it up court. And we'll find Radavita, who eventually the ball finds its way into the hands of point guard Kitty Henderson.
And Jess Ralph is on the court for her first minutes of the game as well.
Matthews driving again. Radavita.
Nice rebound.
She was strong yesterday up against Lara McSpadden in a battle where she really was outmatched on height against McSpadden, as most players are.
Yeah, you're right.
But she's been really good, really promising for New South Wales under-20s Blue.
And both Newcastle centres as well.
Yes, Radavita originally out of Dubbo, but now a Newcastle player. There's quite a bit of Newcastle representation on this under-20s Blue team. Kate Pingham and Jess Ralph as well.
Yeah, that's right. And the three of them have played together, probably most of their junior career, I'd say.
Yes. Wills again going to the basket. And
The Blues are doing a lot better job so far getting to the rack this quarter. They just need to focus on finishing. There's Kate Seabaum found in a nice short corner spot on the opposite side of the court.
it's Ralph guarded by Ellie Carroll, who also now plays for Newcastle.
That's right.
Morgan guarded by two. Ralph will shoot it. Wills.
I think it was too good to be true that she was getting such an easy board.
It was. And Curtin. And that will be an offensive foul. Curtin just tried to pull up for the shot and couldn't stop herself in time.
That's right. Excellent defense from Izzy Morgan. Tough defense. That's what we like to see. Timeout called now.
Early timeout. What do you think Rachel Higginson will be talking about in this timeout?
Hopefully some other strategies to get the ball moving a little bit more in their half-court offense. They're still kind of stuck in waiting for someone to penetrate and dish to create something. But as we can see, that Mystics team, as experienced and talented as they are, their on-ball defense is a little bit too good. So I think the New South Wales Blues are going to have to come up with something a bit different. Maybe set some more screens, some more back screens, or some more cuts off the ball or something. So I don't think the penetration is working for them as much at the moment.
And it looks like they're waiting a bit for someone to do something at times.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they're just looking for someone to start it off, but they need to get a bit more organised early. So let's see what they run straight out of this timeout. Now they've got a sideline possession.
Mystics bringing a fair bit of pressure, a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure, yeah.
Henderson finds Hodge. Loses the handle.
I've seen that a little bit too much from the Blues. Izzy Morgan doing a great job getting back on D-Trans, but I feel like is that another foul on Izzy Morgan? It is.
I think it is, and it's her third. So that's
a third, yeah.
A bit of an issue for the under-20 Blues side now. I mean, they've got a great guard rotation, but Morgan's definitely one you want out there as often as possible.
Yeah, she just brings a lot of leadership as well for a young player.
But Henderson there, playing some great defence on Schwagmeyer.
And it's just got to be those little things for the Blues, getting back on defensive transition, limiting the Mystics to one shot per possession that are going to keep them in the game, especially now that they're down by 12 points. The offense isn't working for them at the moment, then they've got to knuckle down on D.
Henderson using the screen from Radavita.
Yeah, that's a great screen.
Jana can't quite get it to fall, and Schwagmeyer come away with it.
I still feel like that was a much better option from the Blues.
100%, but you can't give Schwagmeyer Belger those kind of opportunities. Just
No, not at all.
open mid-ranger.
Coast to coast.
Jenner again, shoot again. It's off. Sarah Matthews flying in. Adavita, I think she knew she'd
Yeah, just out of court there,
hit
yeah.
the line before the referee even blew the whistle.
Look, sometimes you just got to play through it and the refs won't call it. They
It
sometimes
happens.
only call it if you stop and go, oh, I made a mistake. If you just keep going, it's got to keep playing through it.
Yeah, don't give yourself up.
No. Blues are really need to stop here. Oh.
Schwagmeyer wide open, can't make it count. Henderson will come away with it again. He's looking for an option. Goes to Hodge. Kingham for the deep two.
Kingham coming off that screen a little bit too early. Hodge wasn't quite set yet.
Greaves.
That's a great feed.
Finds
Oh, great ball movement from the Mystics. Great feed from Greaves.
Henderson again. Trying to set something up, but Schwagmeyer is giving her absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
Hodge.
nice.
Good
Nice
move.
little Euro step.
And again,
Unlucky.
they just can't get that shot to fall. Schwagmeyer again. They're really running plenty through Alison Schwagmeyer at this point.
Good help D from Hodge. Nice find in the opposite corner for El Carroll. Great hustle
Kingham.
from Kingham. Managed to hold on to it with her legs all tangled up.
Great work from Kate Kingham to keep hold of that ball. Henderson.
Yeah. See, the Mystics are really overplaying that on-ball screen. And the Blues have done a really good job of reading that early and using the screen in the opposite direction to get some better options. But once I think they just got to slow down and make sure the screen's set before they start to do anything.
And I think that'll come with time as they play more games together, as they train more together. Hopefully there is an under-20s nationals tournament for them to go to.
Yeah, he's hoping this will be great practice for under-20s nationals.
But I was talking to Rachel Higginson last night, and she said they talked about what they want from this tournament, and one of the things they talked about was, well, this might actually be our only games.
Yeah, that's right.
For the year. So, go out there and play as if it'll be our last games together. It is tournament preparation, but if there's no tournament, you want to come out and win as well.
Yeah, exactly right. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
That's right. Ellie Carroll. Just with two hands there on Kim Hodge, and fairly easy call for Helen Rosenberg.
The momentum is shifting a little bit now with New South Wales Blues, forcing a turnover and forcing that foul. So they really need to try and capitalise on this possession. They've been given a couple of chances.
Henderson finds Jenner again.
Yeah.
That one goes, and we're back to a 9-point game with 2 minutes remaining in the first half. It's Kate Seabom, the perennial Waratah League Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, hashtag change the name.
That's right, rename it.
Rename it. That's it. Is it rename it? Hashtag rename it.
Hashtag rename it.
That's it. I'm all for it.
Danica Rowe.
That's a great open look.
Leaves it short. Oh! Abby Curtin.
It looks like a accidental coat hanger into a groin injury there.
Olivia White, not the only one on this team with rugby experience. Abby Curtin's played a bit.
Yeah, there you go.
So
usually a lot of basketball players cross over with Aussie rules.
They do indeed.
Yeah. So
speaking of which, Danica Rowe.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Danica Rowe, also an Aussie rules player. We've seen a couple of former WNBL players popping up in the AFLW as well.
We have indeed. Erin Phillips, Karen Harrington, Tessa Lavey.
Yeah, Tessa Lavey now getting a start.
And former New South Wales country representative Olivia Barber, now playing for Geelong.
That's right. Yeah, I heard that recently. Good on Olivia. She was a talented basketballer as well. So hope she can continue a sporting career with AFLW. So nice 2 free throws from Kitty Henderson. The Blues definitely needed that. So now that's only a 7-point deficit.
This has been a really good stretch from the under-20 Blue team.
Their intensity has definitely picked up.
It has indeed. And now with a chance to cut the margin to just 5.
So it's something that will come with experience as well is when your defensive intensity picks up, you start getting some more stops, momentum's going your way. You've got to make sure that you don't transfer that to the offensive end and get a rush shot. You want to try and turn the tempo down a little bit, use the clock to get a good shot.
You want to play far, you want to play with speed but not haste.
That's it, that's right. Nice, there we go. Oh, unlucky. Much better option. She found the open look there.
It's really looking a lot better going to the basket. Those shots aren't quite as off balance as they were early on in the piece.
Yeah, I agree. And it's not as forced. They're just letting the game come to them a little bit more. And you can feel like it's definitely got a lot louder in here. Like the intensity is definitely boosted.
Can't get the first to fall. But readjusts, knocks down the second. Mystics, I want to put some points on the board pretty soon. Well, this will get a lot tighter than they will be comfortable with.
Yeah, they still look fairly relaxed for now, but the Blues are closing in on them.
Oh, and Henderson, she is playing inspired basketball at the moment. Just picks that offensive rebound right off the Mystics' hands.
Yeah, I think Olivia White had her eyes on it, but Kitty Henderson managed to cut her off. We'll get there first.
Matthews now. Henderson takes on Rowe.
Oh, beautiful finish.
That is just pretty to watch. If there's any Columbia University fans or coaches out there watching, I'm sure you're very happy with what you're seeing.
That's right. Oh, Danica replies with a deep corner 3.
That is much needed from the Mystics.
That's right. Broke their scoring drought, actually.
And it's back out to 7. 4-second differential being shot in game clock. Henderson again. And that'll be a travel.
The veteran.
Just tried to rip through and the defense got their hands on the ball.
Yeah, no, the veteran Kate Seabong got the better of that battle, I think. She managed to get her hands on.
Final
3 to go.
Here. Seabomb throws one up.
Great effort from the Blues there, not letting another prayer finishing off the quarter. So
at halftime, it is 27-20, the Mystics leading. And over on court 2, we're just running down to the final seconds of the first half between the Storm and New South Wales under-20 White. And over on court 2, the Storm lead 37-20 as they try to hit back after last night's loss to the Aces. So we'll cut to a break for halftime and we'll rejoin you for the second half in just under 10 minutes.
These new hoist recliners are pretty comfy, hey.
Yeah, I feel like I'm floating on a cloud.
I feel like I'm resting my feet on a panda's belly.
I feel like I am a panda's belly.
I feel like an alien swaddled in a blanket.
I feel like I'm being held by King Kong's leathery hand.
Well, I feel like the song More Than a Feeling was written about this feeling that I'm feeling right now.
Same.
Extra comfy recliners are the new normal at Hoyts. Book now.
Welcome back to the Shelley Gorman Invitational for the second half of this enthralling contest between the Mystics and New South Wales Under-20s Blue. Mystics up 27-20, but the Under-20s Blue side have clawed it back a lot, Jacinta Govan.
Yeah, I agree. Their second quarter was much, much better. They looked a lot more confident on the offensive end. They started to get a little bit more movement and rotation that would open up the defence for people like Kitty Henderson to drive through the middle and get some better scoring options. I just hope that can continue into the third quarter, aka the championship quarter.
I think Henderson's really, her confidence is growing as the game goes on, as she finds Kim Hodge there.
It's a bit unlucky.
It'll be out of bounds, but it'll remain Under-20 Blue ball.
And now we see Izzy Morgan has started the third quarter. She's on 3 fouls, so hopefully she won't pick up any fouls this quarter.
I think she's a really dogged defender, but if you're not perfect on that, it can be easy to pick up the fouls.
Tough shot by Hodge. Some great second rotation D from the Mystics under the basket to make that tough shot really tough.
Schwagmeyer, great spin. Uses the glass well and gets the shot to fall for the opening points.
I think she used her instinct to find the basket on that because her head was turned.
When you're as good as Alison Schwagmeyer, you always know, oh, Kate Kingham. Can't leave her open in the corner. That's her second from the corner for the game.
Yeah, the Blues really needed that early. That's a great find. Now the Mystics just need to stay calm and not panic. Oh, Schwagmeyer, too easy on the right-hand side. I think Izzy Morgan may be a little bit tentative guarding Schwagmeyer because she doesn't want to give up that 4th foul too early.
That's right. Maybe they need to switch her onto someone who's not quite so eager to drive to the basket.
Yeah, that's right.
But then you're faced with the problem of your best defender not playing on the best offensive threat.
That's right. Well, it looks like they've switched now, so Kitty Henderson looks like she's on Schwagmeyer. Izzy's switched onto Kate Seabom.
Good screen by Greaves. Schwagmeyer.
Henderson did a really good job getting over that too to keep up with Schwagmeyer. Blues looking to push.
Morgan defended by 2. Finds Georgia Jenner.
Oh, can she make it again? Not this time.
It looked good. We were right behind that shot, and it didn't look too bad as Kate Seabom finds Ellie Carroll on the wing.
Nice little runner.
Sinead Greaves can't hold on to it, and Kingham comes away with the ball.
Good to see the Blues hustling a little bit more under the basket on the defensive end. Oh, nice cross.
Greaves just stands Morgan up there. Great defense. Good no call as well.
Great defense from Kitty. Don't think Schwagmeyer was in favour of that outcome.
No, I think she thought it was a tie-up, but you've got to actually get your hands on the ball itself.
That's it. We see some early subs. Seabom and Carroll will take a break, and we see Kalea and Lauren Walker back on the floor. Kalea also coming off her first full season with the Sydney Uni Flames in the WNBL.
She is. Quite a way to start, up in the hub.
Yeah. What a unique experience for your, rookie year in the WNBL in the hub. But she did really well in that season. It was good to see a lot of up-and-comers and development players get a bit more time than we'd normally see in the WNBL season.
I mean, look at someone like Jade Melbourne. She would never have had the opportunity in a regular season.
Oh, lots of up-court pressure from the Mystics, making an easy layup. No one there to help Izzy Morgan when she was faced with that tenacious trap in an awkward spot in the middle of the court. Nice find in the corner. Izzy Morgan for 3, nails it.
There we go. Cuts that margin back to 9 points.
Beautiful catch and shoot, no hesitation. Oh, great hands by Kitty. Here come the Blues. They really need to look to push and get a good transition basket here.
Greaves.
Oh, Hodge tangled herself up, getting bailed out with a foul. Foul looks like it's on Lauren Walker.
Probably didn't need to go in there or do anything. Hodge was bolted to the spot.
I think sometimes too, it's okay to get the ball in there early, but if you're that post play, you don't need to put it on the floor. As soon as you put the ball on the floor in that situation where you're in transition or a double's coming, you're going to get in trouble. So just hold it for a second and look to try and kick it to the weak side. Oh, nice fancy play under the basket. What a great reverse layup.
It's great. Had the option to kick to Wills on the wing. Instead went the reverse layup and made it work.
Nice patience. Good kick to the weak side. Oh, nice wheeling and dealing from Lauren Walker to find Greaves under the basket. Very nice. Mystics still with this full court pressure. Olivia White now getting involved.
Eventually, they do get the ball over half court to Kingham, but she throws it away.
Yes, I think this Mystic full court pressure is really starting to rattle the New South Wales Blues. Great find. Nice jab step from Walker, just unlucky this time.
They will retain possession though. Walker looking for an option.
Ooh.
Eventually it finds Liv White. Oh, that's a nice play. And
Great kick to the weak side to find Schwagmeyer. See, that's as easy as it needs to be. The Mystics getting away now. The lead's back to 12 points.
Henderson trying to find a teammate. They bring two. She leaves Hodge open, but she can't get the mid-ranger to fall. And Schwagmeyer again looking dangerous here, bringing the ball up court.
Schwagmeyer, oh, unlucky that time, Schwagmeyer. Going again. She admits maybe not her best take. Here comes Kingham. Great finish in transition.
Nice work. She's hit those corner threes, showing she can do it from closer range, but a real breakdown in transition D. Rachel Higginson will not be happy with that.
No, especially there were three players back, but a lack of communication and no one ended up taking care of the ball, and that's what happens. Oh, nice hard show from Graves, making Henderson pick it up close to halfway. Still managed to find Sezi for a three.
Uh-oh. Holly Wills just with a foot out of bounds as she jumped in to grab that rebound.
That's a shame because I really liked her hustle on the O-boards there. It's a shame she stepped out.
Yeah, she had good position as well there in front of Greaves. She just, 1 foot out of bounds in the process.
Yeah, seeing a lot more subs again for the Mystics. We've got Danica Rowe back on the court, Abby Curtin and Davies as well.
I think the Mystics have a really balanced roster in terms of from their best player to their bench players. There's not a massive difference in skill level throughout the roster, so they can make changes and not lose much on court. Radovita taking on Davies. Can't quite get it to fall. Matthews finds Kingham off the rebound.
Oh, not this time. That's some great defense under the basket from Davies. Here comes Schwagmeyer.
Pulls it out. Kalea.
Ooh, unlucky. Looked good. So just under about 1:20 to play here in this third quarter.
Holly Wills pulls up.
Unlucky.
Can't get it to drop, but Radovita with the offensive board. And with Kalea there, this time Radovita does have the physical advantage and puts it away.
That's right. She put herself in the perfect spot for offensive rebounding, so she needs to continue to do that for her side. It's only a 10-point lead, just under a minute to go now, but 8 seconds on the shot clock for the Mystics. Davies is going to try a hand going against Radovita. They're having a really nice battle this third quarter, Davies and Radovita.
They are, and Radovita earns the foul there. Abby Curtin, not too impressed with proceedings there.
And, we need to give credit to the New South Wales Blues. They had a lot of foul trouble in the first half, and they've come into the third quarter with 0 fouls. Whereas the Mystics have 3 team fouls, so that's a massive improvement from the under-20 squad.
And Abby Curtin now with her 4th foul, so no wonder she was a little bit cheesed with that. Matthews loses her dribble, it gets it back, and can't make the shot.
Nice find by Matthews, just unlucky, couldn't make that.
Schwagmeyer seems to be getting every defensive board.
And taking every opportunity to run as well.
That's right.
Oh, fancy footwork from Greaves, just not in this time. Maybe a little bit of fatigue setting in this 3rd quarter.
So, under 20s Blue here will just hold for the final shot with the shot clock turned off. Henderson, defended by Greaves, finds Matthews.
The strong double team on that on-ball screen. Really.
And the final pass goes to no one but Rhiannon Davies, and that will end the 3rd quarter with the score 42-32 in favour of the Mystics. We'll cut to a quick break and rejoin you for the 4th quarter. Welcome back for the 4th quarter between the Mystics and under 20s Blue, with the score reading 42-32 in the Mystics' favour. Whilst over on court 2, the Storm have extended their lead over New South Wales under 20s White to 58-28 with a quarter to play, as Sinead Greaves calls for Rhiannon Davies. Finds Kate Seabom, defended by Jess Ralph. Finds Davies. But Holly Wills gets a hand in there.
7 on the shot clock as well for the Mystics. Blues can get a stop early here. That would be a really good start for their 4th quarter.
Seabom finds Schwagmeyer. Can't get it to 4, but Danica Rowe with the offensive board.
That's a mark, I think. That's a mark, they call it.
I think it is. Radavita picks up the defensive board, and Izzy Morgan running the offense here.
Looks like a horn set. Nice find on the weak side. Oh, get that in. Oh, so close. Oh, great O-board from Radavita. See, again, just got to make sure you've got to, like, once you secure the ball down low, if it's a transition look or if it's an offensive board, just don't be so quick to put the ball on the floor. It's so much better, especially someone as tall and strong as Radavita. Just chin it. Just hold it there and wait to see how the play kind of folds out.
I know Radavita with another little pass there. She did plenty of those last night. It looks like she's really got great vision for the player making that cut to the basket.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Great defense there.
Yeah, really good stop from the Blues. Really good. Managed to stop the Mystics from getting a transition bucket. So they've really got to come up with a score here.
Henderson being defended by Seabom. And when you've got someone like Seabom picking up the point guard, you don't even really need to throw a lot of pressure up court. She'll do it by herself.
Yeah, that's right.
Holly Wills.
She's just got to be present, and that's enough pressure.
Exactly.
Schwagmer going again herself, drawing the foul.
And she's really taken over in this second half.
Yeah, I agree. She's taking every opportunity that has to run the floor, try and make layups. And I like that Schwagmer isn't a selfish player either. So she'll take her shots when they're there, but she's also happy to dish it up to her teammates if they're in a better position.
That's right. It's that veteran leadership that she has. She knows she's a great decision maker.
That's right.
More than happy to get teammates involved. As we see Olivia White come into the game for Rhiannon Davies.
Yeah, Kim Hodge is back in for the New South Wales Blues as well, giving Jess Ralph a break. Hold on. Oh.
Kim Hodge defended by Schwagmeyer and White.
Gosh, the Mystics' defense is just relentless. Beautiful steal for Kate Seabom.
Kate Seabom.
That all started, though, with a Mystics trap over here at the sideline right near the Blues bench. That allowed Kate Seabom to get that easy steal.
That's right. When you're on the sideline like that, it's almost like being triple teamed because you've got absolutely nowhere to go.
That's it. They call the sideline the third defender.
That's right.
Nice step through from Radavita. Very nice.
Great work. Schwagmeyer again, this time the early three.
And she says, my bad, everyone, my bad. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Eyes lit up there.
I think she's in a little bit of disbelief. It is a very uncharacteristic decision from Schwagmeyer. But look, that's just the pace and the intensity of the game at the moment. We were talking about before about not getting caught up in the hype of your defense and bringing that into offense. But the Mystics' defense is really good to start off this fourth quarter.
Seabom
really
again, this time running back on D, just flying through and grabbing the ball.
Really not giving the Blues anything this quarter so far.
So we come down about 2.5 minutes before we institute the Elam ending. And margin now out to 14 with that basket.
Blues may need to call a timeout soon enough with Kate Seabom with another steal.
Kate Seabom again on defense.
Threads that needle for Schwagmeyer, who's running the floor again. Danica Rowe with an N1 play. That's the Danica we like to see.
It really is. I think she's always been a physical player, but I think her years playing Aussie rules have only improved that for her.
That's it. She's just such an athlete. And here we go. New South Wales Blues have, in fact, called a timeout.
I think when Kate Seabom's had 3 steals in 3 possessions. We'll cut to a quick break and come back for the final 5 minutes of action.
Oh, these new hoist recliners are pretty comfy, hey.
Yeah, I feel like I'm floating on a cloud.
I feel like I'm resting my feet on a panda's belly.
I feel like I am a panda's belly.
I feel like an alien swaddled in a blanket.
I feel like I'm being held by King Kong's leathery hand.
Well, I feel like the song More Than a Feeling was written about this feeling that I'm feeling right now.
Same.
Extra comfy recliners are the new normal at Hoyts. Book now.
So just wrapping up the timeout, coaches giving some final instructions. It's now a 16-point advantage with 2 minutes until the Elam ending is instituted. How close do you think the under-20s are going to need to be to have a chance to...
They've got to make quite a few changes again on the offensive end. The Mystics' defense has been excellent to start off this fourth quarter. They're doubling all on balls. And that second line of rotation after the trap has been really, really good, which have seen people like Kate Seabom getting some easy steals. I would expect the Blues to either, stick to what they're doing and making some better decisions or just changing their offense altogether. So it looks like the Mystics are still trying to trap from the baseline inbound, but Kate Seabom just a little bit too excited there and pushing Holly Walls out of court by mistake.
I think the Blues just need to recognise what's being thrown at them by the Mystics.
Yeah, 10 on the shot clock. Still
Henderson.
wheeling and dealing.
Jenna firing away. Can't get it to fall. That did hit the strap above the basket, so that will count as out of bounds.
Kate Seabaum having a break.
I think that's a well-earned rest as Cherie Kalea takes over at the point.
Yeah, we can expect Kalea to continue that defensive intensity as well that Kate Seabaum was bringing.
Just finds Olivia White there on the wing, and she'll drive against Kim Hodge and be called for the charge. Little bit of disbelief from Olivia White there.
I'm going to leave that one on the floor as well. Full credit to both players for that battle. Kim Hodge staying in front, Olivia White using her physicality to her advantage. But yeah, let's just leave that call there, I reckon.
Jenna again. That one
there
falls.
We go. She looked a lot more comfortable with that 3-pointer, and the Blues really needed that. Here's Danica Rowe on the transition, but Holly Wills, very nice defense on the baseline, forcing her to cough it up.
Now Kim Hodge into a three, can't quite get it to fall, but Sarah Matthews right there.
You got to box out Sarah Matthews. She's really strong on the offensive boards.
It's Wills, defended by Rowe.
Nice kick.
Great work.
Ooh,
and
buzzer beater!
she's feeling it now, Jenna. It's back within 12. 30 seconds before the target score is...
That's got to lift the Blues' spirits as well.
100%.
2 threes in a row from Jenna and a buzzer beater.
Here we go. Hodge bringing it up court. Will she take on Carroll? She will, but Carroll wins the battle.
I think a little bit indecisive there from Hodge.
I'm not sure. I think she's got to pick her battle there, and against someone like Ellie Carroll, maybe hit the mid-ranger or just pull it out and wait for some teammates.
Just wait for the trail, yeah.
Danica Rowe can't quite respond with the three. Davies also leaves it short. Henderson will now bring the ball up court. Finds Jenna. She can hit again, but leaves it.
I like the confidence.
Little heat check.
And that Wills with another rebound. She's racking up quite a few rebounds this game.
It really is. Now Hodge with the mid-ranger.
But, yeah,
and it's a foul beforehand, though.
Looks like it was on Elle Carroll.
And there we go with that dead ball for the foul. Target score will be 58. So Blues will have to score 19. Mystics will have to score 7.
In our last night's game between the Aces and the Storm, once the rule was implemented, I think the Aces only had to score...
Aces had to score 7, and I think...
7, and yeah, they really were squeezing out those last 7 points.
They were. I was talking to Shelley Bates after the game, and she said the team really tightened up just trying to score those last few points. At one point, she called a timeout. She didn't even need to call the timeout. She just wanted to give the players a bit of a spell to, just regroup. And there we go. There's 2 of the points that the Mystics need through Sinead Greaves.
That was such a great drive. Powerful drive. No sign of missing.
Henderson now, defended by Schwagmeyer, looking for an option. It's not really one, so she goes to Kingham in the corner.
They're playing a lot of that, using that away screen and that horn set a lot. Stripped by Lauren Walker. Abby Curtin's look to push. Somehow finds Schwagmeyer.
Can't get it to fall.
Plenty of Blues players back for the rebound, though, which is a good sign to see.
Oh, Janet just managed to get a hand on it. Henderson knocks down the 3. They're within 11. Clay picking up the pace, dishes off to Schwagmeyer. Now it's Walker guarded by Henderson. Jenna trying to stay in front, but Schwagmeyer able to get her team 2 points closer again.
Schwagmeyer has such a nice touch when she's shooting those little floaters from off 1 foot. That's a really hard skill to master. Great hustle from the Blues. They managed to cough it up the offensive rebound, and Izzy Morgan finishes off with the reverse.
But the Mystics now with the chance to end it with a 3. We'll see if they do go for the 3 or just find the best shot available. And it looks like Kalea will go to the basket.
Oh, unlucky.
Can't quite get it to fall. Morgan now. Finds Hodge. Henderson comes out. And that would have been one of the plays of the day if she'd have got that one to fall.
Oh, and we can see our tournament photographer on the baseline, so I really hope that he managed to capture that in flight.
Oh, you can see him checking his camera. I think he's hoping that he got a good shot of that one.
Oh, I want to check that out after the game. Hopefully that will be up online at some stage today for everyone else to see.
Henderson readjusts after missing the first. It's a 10-point game.
Interesting that the Mystics are on 14 fouls and the Blues are only on 2. So it's good to see that the Blues haven't fouled too much again.
Curtin for the game winner, can't get it to fall. They'll get the offensive rebound. Schwagmeyer defended by Morgan. Greaves back to Schwagmeyer. And it'll be a sideline ball.
You can feel the tension building from the Mystics camp, just wanting to get those last 3 points.
I think they'd much prefer the final 3 minutes just to have played out rather than having a target score, considering what their lead was
that's
at the time.
That's it. That's the challenge. Kitty Henderson fouling Schwagmeyer, bringing up the Blues team fouls to 4. So now it's 4 apiece. Maybe I spoke too early about the team fouls, Lockie.
I thought the Elam ending was meant to stop teams fouling.
Yeah, that's it.
Walker back to Kalea.
Here we go. Nails it. What a great way to finish the game.
Game, set, match. Cherie Kalea finishes it from the corner. And the final score, 58-45 to the Mystics.
Yeah, that was a great hit out for the New South Wales Blues. They really hung in there for the very tough Mystics team. Based on what I saw today, especially the Mystics defense, I'm going to tip them to be possibly in the grand final with the Aces. But having said that, I still haven't seen the Fever play, which will be playing at 12:45 today. So maybe I shouldn't be calling the grand final too early, Lockie.
That's right, but with both these teams having won a game, it looks like they will be the 2 in the semi-finals from this pool. Just a matter of seeding in the next game. So thank you for watching. I've been Lockie France.
I'm Jacinta Govend.
And we will hopefully see you at 12:45 for the Fever versus the Mystics.